There is someone watching you, not your boss, not a stranger on the internet. It's quieter than that's so quiet. You can almost hear their breath when you re alone in your room, scrolling past midnight. The watcher lifts their head when you make a choice, when you say yes, when you say nothing. The watcher is you 10 years from now. We like to think time is a straight road that we drive alone with the windows down. But time is more like a two-way mirror. Every small action leaves a fingerprint on the glass. And on the other side, your future self is pressing their hand into the smudge, trying to see what you're doing, trying to understand why. The main idea is simple. Your future self is watching you on. If you act like they in the room, your choices change. They get kinder, braver, more deliberate, like letters you write and mail forward in time.
If you want to learn English through real stories that touch your heart, don't forget to subscribe to EnglishGetStory. We share new stories every week to help you grow your language and your life.
We went looking for proof that this watcher is real. In a lab in California, researchers did something strange. They showed people aged pictures of their own faces, wrinkled and softened by time. When people stared at the older versions of themselves, they saved more money. Not because they suddenly loved budgets, but because the stranger in the mirror stopped being a stranger. The brain treats faraway future you like another person, but when you bring them closer, give them a face, a voice, the math changes. A psychologist explained it to me like this: our minds are built for now. The slice of cake is bright and certain. Retirement is fog and maybe. In experiments, even thinking about next winter lights up the parts of the brain we use for other people. It's like we outsource tomorrow to someone else. But the research says we can hack that. Write a note to your older self. Record a message on your phone. Imagine them sitting at the kitchen table, waiting. Suddenly, you're not negotiating with a concept, you're having a conversation. Out in the world, the watcher shows up in messier ways. A woman named Lena found an old notebook under her bedsheet. Written at 15 about the bookstore she dreamed of opening. She cried when she read it at 29. She hadn't opened a bookstore. She'd opened dozens of tabs. Her future self wasn't angry. She was tired. Time had turned her loud dream into whispers, and the whispers were asking for 1 hour a day. Nothing massive, just 1 hour of faith. We love to believe the hardest part is discipline, but sometimes it's visibility. Your future self, ISNT, a motivational poster, a person who wakes up with your back, your inbox, your debts, your name. They inherit your kindnesses. They inherit your messes. They will read the text you didn't send and live with the text you did. They will drink the water you don't, sleep the hours you skip, pay for the plans you make in a rush and the promises you make in the quiet. Here's a twist you can't unhear. Your future self is already watching you in the digital sense. Old posts don't die. They linger like time capsules with bad lighting. Each screenshot, each late-night purchase, each search you thought dissolved into the ether. Some version of you will rediscover it. A future employer, a future partner, the future you doing a cleanup at 2 a.m. This isn't about paranoia. It's about legacy in the smallest units. The internet turned memory into a mirror with a flawless recall. But there's hope in that mirror, too, because the smallest kindness compounds, and so does the smallest cruelty. A 2-minute walk is a letter to your knees. A glass of water is a letter to your skin. One page read tonight is a letter to your vocabulary. The apology you owe, that's a letter to your peace. An economist told me that we tend to lock ourselves into long-term decisions when we re-feeling short-term feelings. We sign up for everything on a good day and quit everything on a bad one. There's a simple countermove. What sailors used to do. Tie yourself to the mast when you know the sirens are coming. It's called a pact with your future self. Don't rely on willpower you won't have at 11 p.m. Write rules while the sun is up. Put your phone to sleep before you get tired. Make the healthy choice automatic. Automate the transfers. Schedule the joy. Leave breadcrumbs for the person who will forget why they started. And remember the end of history illusion. We think we finally become our true selves, and one T changed much from here. The data says we're wrong. At every age, people underestimate how much they'll evolve over the next decade. You will change. Your music will, your politics will, your map of the world will. That means you don't have to finish the story today. You just have to leave the next you enough room to write. On a gray morning by the river, I watched an older man tie a knot I didn't know the name of. He said he learned it at 20, forgot it at 30, and relearned it at 60 because his granddaughter wanted to fish. That's how life forgives us. It gives us back the chances we set down if we stay available to them. Your future self is not coming to judge you. They're coming to join you. Make them a seat. Tonight, when the room goes quiet, picture them walking in. They look a little like your parent, a little like your child, entirely like you. Ask them one question. What do you wish I had done sooner? Then give them one thing, small and real, before you sleep. A text to reconcile, a budget line you finally open, a chapter you finally finish, a pair of shoes by the door for the morning, because the watcher is not a ghost. They're your closest ally in the dark. And if you listen, the future becomes less like a verdict and more like a collaboration. You've been watched, yes, but not by an enemy. By the person most invested in your life turning out well. And if you're still not sure where to start with a note. Dear me, I'm trying. I'll leave the light on for you.
Thank you very much for watching the video to the end. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like and comment to share your opinion. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with your friends. See you in the next video. Be well.